if you look at BNP Paribas, continues to actively support its clients and the economy under all circumstances. That's basically the basis. And if you look at it, you're right, the bottom line clocked in at 2.1 billion euros, which is 19% higher than last year, which was already a solid quarter. So if we look at the elements of the P&L, the revenues first. So revenues are up 12%. And this on the back of the exceptional client activity. And again, BNP Paribas being totally ready to support the economy. On top of that, those revenues come with positive jaws, so reflecting a very good control of operating expenses. And then if you look at the cost of risk, they stand low at an intrinsic 30 basis points over outstanding. So that's basically the drivers of the group. And then if you look, where does that come from? So if we look at our three divisions, first of all, all of them have a very solid business dynamic. And if you look at them one by one, so first of all, if you look at CIB, it had a very strong revenues, up 28% versus a year ago. And that leveraging on a continued market share gain and a strategic development of the platform. So we're well positioned. So the three businesses actually within CIB, they recorded very strong commercial momentum. And if we look at, in particularly global markets, it had a growth of almost 50%. And if you look at it both in fixed income and in equities, and again, on the back of the very strong client activity that we saw. So that's CIB. And then if you look at the other part, which is CPBS, which is commercial, personal banking and services, also they had a very good growth, 8%.
Of course, it's also a very different world from last time we spoke just a quarter ago because of the war in Ukraine. We knew that inflation was already a concern coming out of the pandemic, but now there's more concern about inflation with higher commodity prices, energy prices, etc., etc. So at the moment, your cost of risk is at very low level. You released some provisions. Are you concerned of what's coming next? There's a lot of uncertainty of what it means for the global recovery. They could be at risk, and that we're entering a stagflation environment now.
Well, if you look at, first of all, we made a plan looking at how the bank would adapt and evolve and support the economy ramping up to 2025. And we took, of course, hypotheses or several economic hypotheses that were very conservative. So from that point of view, yes, what we see on the horizon is maybe there might be a little bit temporary slowdown of GDP, there might be some inflation, there might be some interest rates, right? But in total, if you look at it, it basically, as we took a conservative stance on all of them, it basically confirms our 2025 objectives. So what we've launched, and this is what the first quarter shows, is really working. We're really serving all of the clients and all of the economy. And so from that point of view, we feel comfortable at BNP Paribas that we will be able to accompany our clients going forward.